I don't think people realize how big of a step yesterday was towards this big boom we've been waiting for in the crypto market. And I will say that how big of a step this was showed in the charts yesterday. We saw a lot of green, ADA performing incredibly well. It is broken out still and climbing. And now it's a question of, can we muster up enough momentum to continue extending into the weekend? We're going to talk about that in this video. I want to highlight a few other things going on and show everybody that we still have some potential room to the upside from here. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So this is a lot of fun. I'm sure you guys are enjoying yourselves right now, seeing that we have this green throughout the space. And what I'll say is that the typical performers, the typical leaders in this move since November are the ones that kind of led the way. ADA, Algo, HBAR, XLM, XRP, right? Your US-based assets are the ones that really saw some nice runs yesterday. And ADA right now is actually sitting in a very good spot again, broken out above its 20-day moving average. And what I want to remind everybody is the reason I have all these lines on the charts here is one, I track a lot of different things, but right now we are in this very thin liquidity zone. And so what we're going to see most likely is that ADA is going to want to stay either closer to 78 cents or closer to 84 cents. And it's a question of, again, can we get the push up there and stick there, or are we going to fall back down? Just looking at what we've done historically speaking, just take a look at every one of these days, right? ADA's sometimes ranged between this entire range, but sometimes, touching the bottom every day, touching the top every day, touching the bottom every day. You guys get the point. So if we get a little bit of a push, we could actually have a burst to 84 cents. You guys can see actually short leverage is stacking up beautifully above here. Very, very concentrated, and we can very easily make those pops if we get another day of excitement. It's just a question of, what's going to happen throughout the crypto space. But obviously yesterday, the big news was, Donald Trump signing the executive order, allowing crypto assets to be bought with 401ks, which is a huge, huge deal. You're bringing a lot of optics and accessibility to retail, but that wasn't the only thing that he signed yesterday. In fact, he signed an executive order preventing banks from denying services to lawful crypto firms. That does include fiat on-ramps. So you just made crypto more accessible than we have ever seen in the US. This is how we get into mass adoption, guys. We're already starting to see some of these open up. For example, OKX added Apple Pay to its buy crypto service for US and EEA users. I think we're on the start of something pretty big in the crypto market here, guys. Total 3 on the verge of a big breakout and extension there. BTC dominance breaking down out of that trend like we were talking about. I mean, you can't be happier with where the crypto market is at right now because we're still in the foothills before things open up, but you're starting to feel the momentum shift a little bit. Shorts are starting to get crushed left and right. And guys, they're not going away, okay? Just to show you guys in terms of ADA, still at a 2% imbalance to the short side for whatever reason. I don't know why, but sometimes people just get punished along the way. Now, something I wanted to show you guys as well is Ethereum actually climbed to the highest price we've seen since all the way back in December. So Ethereum is really having some great days. And like we've talked about, once we get to about 4,100 and breach that might be where the market decides to open up in a big way. And right now, we have again seen that major flip happen in terms of institutional players. $280 million worth of BTC bought over the last 24 hours, BlackRock being a big portion of that at $156 million. On the Ethereum side, $222 million added. So getting back to kind of the normal accumulation we have been seeing after a couple days of fearfulness in the crypto market. BlackRock buying $103 million worth there as well. So just something else I wanted to show you guys here too. El Salvador plans to launch the world's first BTC bank. So that's kind of interesting. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if the US tries to follow this because remember, the US wants to be a leader in crypto, but I have to say, good volume throughout the space, $1.5 billion in trading volume for ADA over the last 24 hours, $183 billion throughout the crypto market, marking the largest day of the week. So we just need a lot of this excitement to spill over to today, and we could, in fact, see some more extensions. That's kind of where we're at right now. Did want to show you guys my longs are still open. They're just crushing it. My ADA long is up 140%. I did actually open up an XLM long yesterday. That is actually up 76% right now at the time of filming this video. And again, if you guys do want to check out either BTCC or Margex and trade on leverage, there are referral links in the description below. It's very easy to do. I've done some videos on it in the past. Just understand that there is risk that comes with using leverage. So when I'm looking at the charts here, we have a lot of room still available to us. In terms of the stochastic RSI, we're still in the middle here. Nothing is really overheated at this point. Even BTC right now is still midway. It still hasn't even broken out of its trend yet. So again, it's a question of, can we get this momentum to push us through the roof, right? Raise the roof, guys. So that's where we're at. I appreciate you as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.